It's another one that comes up a lot. Uh, Scoring. Why are you doing that so much? It's mentally trying to beat your previous score is very, very difficult. Is that if all you're thinking about is the end result, you're not in the present moment doing what's required to get the end result that you need or want or have a goal for. Often it's very easy, and I'm guilty of it as well. It's something that I've had to work really hard to do and actively work really hard to do. Um, I'll score every so often. I'll do a scored round in practice. Right now, I'm scoring maybe once a week, twice a week tops. And I'm shooting a lot of arrows right now. That's probably more than many. Um, Hopefully more than the other 11 that are going to World Games, and that gives me some sort of advantage in my head. The issue is that if you're always keeping score, you're thinking about the numbers at the end and not about how you're going to get to those numbers. So really, 10% of your practice should be scored practice. It's a great tool to check with every so often about it's a way to measure your progress. Everyone likes to know exactly how much better they've gotten, and the score is a very easy way to do that. It is not the best way to measure how you're practicing. Practicing should be constant failure. You should really have a hard time at practice. You should be trying things. You should be really burnt out mentally after a practice because you're focusing so hard on correcting things. Now, don't get me wrong. You don't want to take away the fun of practice. Part of archery is that it's fun, and you should still do things, play games with people at your club. There's probably scoring involved in that, and don't shy away from having fun, but don't make keeping score your sole focus on the way that you measure yourself at practice, because it can be, if you're doing it right, you're going to mess up. You're going to try something that doesn't work, and that's going to affect your score. And you're going to practice things while you're doing that that are going to maybe get you, say you shoot a personal best, but you have no idea why or how you did that. Really, the mental gain part is, definitely go check out Joel Turner's stuff. Shot IQ, Mind IQ absolutely changed the way I think about shooting archery in general. So he's going to tell you all the stuff about how to do that, the actual mechanics, which is why I loved his course so much. It's so many people talk about the things you should do, and Joel tells you how to do it. So that's very valuable, extremely valuable. But when it comes to scoring, there is a different mental thing. He's talking about the execution of the thing that you're in the middle of right now. And you need to be in that moment, and you need to be in control of those moments that lead up to you executing a shot. If you're thinking about, I need a 6 here in a field course to shoot a personal best, you're not thinking about the right thing. You're not thinking about where's my shoulder, where's my bow arm, am I pushing in the right place? It can be very distracting.
So I apologize to everyone for the audio in that last little bit. I didn't realize that my microphone was actually in my pocket. So hopefully I can clean that up a little bit and it's not too outrageous and you didn't skip through the entire thing because of the scratchy noises. But really, the question is, what does keeping score have to do with the mental game? So this video is about kind of mental preparation stuff. And really what it does for me is it takes that mental load and puts it where it needs to be. So if I'm not concerned about scoring, I often, even during competition, I would prefer not to score because I don't want to know how I'm doing. All I want to do is think about the next shot that I've got to execute properly. So, sometimes you do have to keep score, and that's just part of it. And you got to do your bit to help the group move on. But yeah, for me, I don't want to know what the score was until the end of the round, whether it's target or whether it's field. Giving a number an opportunity to creep in my head to know where I am compared to a personal best or what I think I might need to move on in the competition. All that stuff is just extra things to think about that you don't need. So the other thing is that if you don't score very much while you're doing practice, you kind of get used to it. You don't necessarily think, oh, I wonder how I'm doing, or so you're sort of training yourself to not think about it by not thinking about it, which makes perfect sense. So it makes it easier to not focus on it during an important round. And really, the rounds that count are the ones for the money. It's maybe not physical money for a medal or for a position or a club championship or whatever it is to you, whatever important round you're shooting. You do not want to be thinking about the number that you're going to shoot or that you need to be able to shoot. You just need to think about the next thing you need to do right. Like Anna from Frozen says, do the next right thing. I have daughters and they loved Frozen, so that's been stuck in my head for years. But she's right. Sometimes they get it right. There's no other way to describe it. Do the next right thing. And focused practice without scoring is going to be a big help in the mental game and getting you prepared for those moments when you need to think about the right thing.